from the Ukraine. Make some noise for Bly. It's backwards. I told you, it's backwards. Roddy must have done this. I don't know why it would be.
Why didn't you fix it?
I didn't fix it.
That's what I'm saying. Why didn't you fix it?
How do you fix it?
There you go, F10.
In the bottom left, our Zerg player from Mexico. It's Cham. Wait.
Dan, are we really gonna? Are you gonna observe this entire game with it in reverse?
It's so hard. Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay. Here we are.
Hang on, I'm trying to find your view here. That's you. Okay, good.
There you go.
Gonna be a pretty basic fast expand from both players. Gas, and then should be spawning pool, but a fairly macro opening. On Invader like this, you can kind of see the pathing between the two players. You get a quick scout of the main, which of course both players don't have just yet, so you could do a mega fast spawning pool and try for something like that, but it's not going to be the case. Both players want to start off with best of 5 in a macro way.
Yeah, which is kind of interesting because I don't think I've ever played against a Zerg on this map. Now, I am Protoss, but I've never played against a Zerg on this map that wanted to play it fairly.
Not against us.
No, not against us.
No, they just make lings and kind of run us over all day long.
Yeah.
We'll have to see, though. It's interesting because speaking of, there's destructible rocks that kind of block off the natural, and there's even rocks that lock in the third as well. So there is a lot of impetus to head in that direction, and that's exactly what we see, at least from our blue Zerg here. Cham, he is going to take that fast third hash, and it's not something you typically see in a ZvZ just because spawning pool fishes, speed goes, Baneling has sometimes, Queen. Like, it gets very aggressive very fast, and we do see that out from Bly here. He's going to want to try to punish this, basically, because no gas for our blue Zerg just yet.
And you know what? This is, like... Cham didn't take any gases. Super fast third, but Bly's making a bunch of lings. I don't know that he's going to be able to hold on to that third. So I'm a little bit worried, but if he can, his larva production will be really nice. And
yeah, I'm wondering what the game plan is. He doesn't even have like a meaningful number of Zerglings coming out. Like, I was thinking maybe if he knocks down those rocks early on, is like, this will buy me an extra 10, 15 seconds, maybe then. But Bly's opening is not like a weirdly hyper-aggressive one. That is what he's going for, by the way. He's trying to work down on these rocks.
I thought you see that follow. Pretty good.
Yeah, not bad observing so far. I don't know if we're ready to call it best in the world. But he's just going to lose these lings, and there's just more coming out from Bly. Like, Bly's focused on this, and then he's going to have speed pretty soon here with the Baneling Nest. So if you don't get these rocks down, that gasless opening suddenly seems really dangerous. But maybe, he knows better than us.
Yeah, well, I mean, he definitely made it to this tournament, and the Copa America bracket was not easy. There are quite a few good players in that region, so we'll see what he can get done. It's like Queen coming down, a lot of lings rallying out, but speed is about to finish here for Bly.
The Queens do a good job of tanking the damage here, so it's almost like these Speedlings do want to perhaps run into the base, because right now, there's more Zerglings for Cham, and he's got the 2 Queens, still working on the rocks because he knows this will really put it down on Bly's aggression. Baneling's going to be made. They're kind of on the outside here. Really needs to drop these rocks. The rocks are getting close. He's going to have to focus on it. Baneling's at about 85% completion here, and I believe actually Cham will be able to drop these rocks, and once he does,
it looks like it. And he does get it. Look at that, right before the Banelings can get in.
Wow.
And he will actually clean up the rest of these lings, just barely.
He does know better than us, Dan.
Dude, he does, obviously. Strong play right here. And look, during this entire thing, Cham has been up by 4 drones, so that makes a difference. And now he has all this extra larva. There's some great stuff going on with these Queens out here. Like, it's hard to kill those rocks off if he puts one up.
Yeah, he was kind of working on the back rocks. Looks like he still is outside that third. Get a shot of that from our observer here, but this Overlord's going to die. It just kind of shuts down a lot of information and does supply block from here.
The backwards is hurting me. The backwards is so hard. Definitely got to try to fix that.
And now we can get away from this view because we can see he's not working there. But here, and now with the Queens behind the rocks, because what he has been producing, by the way, it did not take his gases. Just now he is doing that. But he is up to like 6 or 7 Queens. 7 Queens, so
that's a lot of Queens.
Yeah, just go up against the rocks. Go ahead and try to knock that down. Maybe eventually you will, but it's going to hurt you.
Yeah, no, this is kind of cool what we're seeing. He's starting to add his gases as well. I'm not sure exactly what his strategy will be with this many Queens, but Bly is going up into his lair. He's still only on 2 bases. Yeah. So I question what the layer is. Like, is he going to go for roach speed? Because if he goes into Mutalisk tech against someone who already has now 7 or 8 Queens,
seems like you're playing into someone's strength.
Yeah, yeah. Like playing into his hands. But Cham he's throwing down his Roach Warren. Okay, I guess Bly has finally caught up in drones and passed him by a little bit, but 9 queens plus a bunch of roaches would be pretty dangerous indeed.
And still no third from Bly. And with that layer, to kind of add to your point, Dan, that's doubling down on an already kind of bad situation. Like if you rush up to layer and go a tech, that's kind of another, it's not a true all-in, but it's another like leveraged, I need this to do damage in order for it to be worth it. And there is his third, but it's of course hugely behind that of Cham.
Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned for Bly with that Spire tech. I feel like, I don't know, maybe he felt like he can't really out-macro Cham at this point, so he needs to go something more technical to have an advantage.
Yeah, like can take back map control, kill 3 or 4 overlords. The problem with that, though, to your point, though, Dan, I feel like once these rocks are down, the distance between the 2 bases is actually quite short.
Yeah.
Like, the map is not a very large one. The starting locations try to kind of elongate the map and make it a little bit longer, but with good creep spread and those queens walking by, or like Nidus tactics that we see from some players too, it'd be a bit rough. The Spire will finish so well before any of that develops. And well, as I say that, actually, I'm going to take that point back. These rocks are down. Here come roaches and zerglings with a lot of queens.
And look, even if Bly buys 8 mutas, which is about how much gas he'll have when that Spire finishes up, 8 mutas will not actually beat this many queens with this many transfusions.
Yeah.
So he will be able to hold on against this, and this is a hell of a lot of units coming across the map right now.
It is. Okay, the rocks did go down, so some time will be bought here for Bly, and in that time, 7 mutas come out. So again, Dan, to your point, not fantastic. Now the natural is getting spine crawlers, so it's fairly defensible, but I don't think Cham should even go for that. I mean, it's very much so leveraging this attack. But all he needs to do is go cancel that third, see that the natural's really well defended and back up, but he's actually...
He turned around there for a moment.
Yeah, for a moment.
Like the queens, thing is, you turn around for 1 moment with queens, and that's like 7 moments gone because they are so slow.
That's 7 real moments in time.
Yeah. 7 StarCraft 2 moments.
Yeah, even on Blizzard time that takes forever.
Well,
Zerglings are going to work on that third, though. It looks like the third is going to perhaps go down. It's kind of going to go down at his will. Huge supply advantage for Cham, and here comes those Mutalisks. And again, they do not fight well against the queens. The queens have transfusions for days.
No, this is very tough for him to actually break through here. Now, he does have some Banes, which is important. If he can hit the Lings with them, that could be a great move. But he should be able to actually get in and, you know, kill off all of these spines.
Cham's really going to go for this. He's going to go for the natural. He thinks of himself as kind of a bit of an all-in or could win the game. The spine crawlers are going down quite quickly. And here come the Banelings, but the Zerglings are just not really there, so they use their AoE damage to try and soften up the amount of roaches. But the roaches aren't, well, they are the threat, if you will, but he actually needs to kill the queens to take away the AA, but it's just not enough. Cham's going to flood in here. 140 supply, hovering about that and going higher, destroying the natural and taking the game. Cham with love from Mexico.
Seriously, some good play here out of Cham. You know, we were questioning a little bit if he'd be able to get the rocks down, but obviously he knows what he's doing and powering up into a very powerful frontal attack. This is a very map-specific strategy.
Yeah.
Gotta hand it to him, man. This was well done.
It really was. And Dan, to kind of defend our earlier analysis, let's be honest, we both knew exactly how the rock destruction was going to work out. But to build up dramatic, you know, moments in the game, we have to pretend we don't understand. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's really important. We want to make sure the guys in the chat think they know more than us. So
that's right.
That's, you know, it wouldn't be a StarCraft cast if that wasn't the case. So.
Makes everyone happier. I'm not quite sure what Bly thinks can happen from here. He is falling below 30 supply. There we go. He got the memo. Someone sent it to him and said, "Hey, Bly, you're actually super dead. There's not much to micro here. Let's go ahead and get out of necessarily your heavyweight bout or your title match for a big tournament." But as Artosis was saying earlier, Bly has been doing really well. Big results from him. And then Cham did qualify through Copa America and is representing Mexico. But that scene, I wouldn't quite. I don't know that I would call it hard. I wouldn't call it really good. But it's on the rise. There are really good players over there that you wouldn't think to win a tournament, but they're starting to make waves.
If you beat Kelliger, you're a legit player, right? Like
good.
He's like so solid from that region. That is what happened. So let's go ahead and jump into this game, and I fixed the scroll and control. Now you will see the greatest
the best?
in the world.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I am prepared for that.
In the bottom left, our Zerg winning game number 1. It is Bly or Cham. Hold on. There we go. Yeah.
Nice.
And his opponent losing game number 1 and going for a very quick Zergling speed. It is Bly.
Did you take a minute there to make sure it was Bly? Is that what I heard?
Maybe.
Kind of thought to yourself.
And of course, we have the lovely Rotterdam walking over and fixing the scoreboard because I don't actually know any of these buttons. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, exactly.
Kevin, one of the top 10 observers in the scene.
Yeah, not quite as good as me, clearly.
Right. You know,
with
it's
my
funny.
great zoom-ins.
What is going on? If you take a look at Cham's base right now,
Yeah.
it's a gasless, it's hatchless.
Yeah. It's really safe, and I have seen some Zergs doing some builds like this occasionally.
Hang on, though. He's got drones coming out. What's going on? At the natural?
Oh, the second one, he's just... Oh, I guess I'm the observer. Yeah, I should show it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he chases that drone away, and, you know, this is, like, a conservative, safe build, and I would expect that this blocks what Bly is doing 100%.
I don't know.
I don't
know,
do
Dan. Like, speed starting up here for Bly.
Yeah.
No third hatch. Like, the difference between these two builds right now is the faster hatchery for Cham.
Mm-hmm.
And that, of course, can pay off and can be big. But these Zerglings are going to get here. It's going to be... I mean, I don't think these first 6 Zerglings, obviously, are not going to do anything, but there's a spine crawler, even a second one being made.
The second one, I feel like that almost seals the defense. Like, if he just makes queens on stock, some slowlings, and the 2 spines, and he gets them down the ramp, that's it. It's held.
Well, yes, I agree with that. But, I mean, that's if Bly fully commits to this. Like, a lot of times you open up this way as Bly is, and then you take your own hatchery behind it as well. But there is the Baneling Nest. He is making nothing but Zerglings behind this.
Yeah, and look at this. 2 drones still on gas, so he's getting a lot of gas for a lot of Banelings. So this is, like, very aggressive. He expects to be able to kill Cham, and I don't know that that's going to happen, Jeff.
And look at Cham coming back just before speed finishes. I mean, he might actually make my point really silly if he's still out there fighting, but he's going to come back home. Yeah. And as Artosis pointed out, when these spine crawlers root down like they are right now...
This is almost held already.
That's pretty much it. Like, Queen's on the ramp to really solidify the defense, and Bly's committing to this. There's no hatch behind it.
Oh, man.
Speed's about to finish. 5 Banelings. There's actually a 3rd spine crawler, guys. There are so many spine crawlers. I feel like Bly should have thrown a Zergling up here and been like, okay, you got it. This is your base. I'm not attacking.
No, really, yeah. But Bly continues to make lings, continues to make banes. Look at that, he just made 2 more lings, so he is not getting off this. His foot is all the way down on the pedal.
And he's going to be so... I mean, he has an Overlord, does Cham at the natural, so he sees all his Zerglings coming out. He knows this game is all of a sudden about defending this. He's going to try to sneak out a drone or 2 there. But Bly... Again, that's the scouting. That was it. Those Zerglings sneaking in. He's about to find out there's so many actual spine crawlers. And also, Cham, good job spreading them out. If they're together, Banelings can actually bring them down. But separated, it's going to be tough.
Now, a second Queen pops out here at the natural. He does walk in with these Banes. He's trying to have them explode on lings and on spines. This has been pretty expensive so far.
It has. Actually doing a good job conserving the life of those Banelings, but to a wet end. He kills both the spine crawlers. There's that 3rd one on top. Still 2 Queens now. And he doesn't have a super meaningful number of Banelings at this point.
No, he doesn't, but we do have a 3rd Queen coming down. He's trying to pick off this spine. That's really important if he gets it. And we actually don't have any transfusions going down. Yeah. And he actually did have enough energy for one, so I feel like that was a bit of a mistake right there.
Okay. Fair enough. 3 Queens are going to waddle out and kind of see, yes, this attack is being sustained. Still no natural. Going down for Bly. He's just going to try to win this off the back of lings and Banelings. If not win it, do enough damage. And getting the spine crawlers down is the beginning to this, as Artosis pointed out. But with that being said, there's a spine crawler being made intelligently on the high ground. Here comes that attack into surround, or try to surround on the Queens. Banelings looking for big ling and Queen connections. They do clear out a lot of the Zerglings. 1 Queen, now the transfusion coming in. Going to keep it alive forever. And with the Zergling count getting very low for Bly, by the way, that's something to keep an eye on because that's all he has to his name.
Yeah. Right now, we actually have 2 more Queens on the way. We have 2 more drones this entire time for Cham, so don't forget, his economy is simply put better. He just doesn't have gas to go with it. So if he can continue to hold here, he's in good shape. Finally, a Queen goes down, and I think that's about it. We see a drone on the production tab for Bly.
I mean...
It's like he needs that 15th drone, man.
That drone... Now 2 drones. Those drones are the white flag drones. It's still like, okay, you held. I'm going to try option B, but this... If you don't want to call this an all-in, it was very close to it. It was like, I have to do a lot of damage to put this in place. But
did he do a lot of damage?
No, he did not.
Yeah, so this is pretty tough for Bly right now. Cham continuing to defend a lot of Queens. No gas yet.
Going to 6 Queens even.
Wow.
And now I mean, I guess if he blindly holds down the pedal of I'm defending forever, then yeah, that's where he could get into trouble. But he's not going to. There's another drone for him as well.
Yeah. Well, Bly, you know, he did expand, and an Overlord was there, so he sees that he can actually start droning up a bit more. He has so many Queens, so many spines. Like, the amount of lings it would take to break this with this many transfusions is You don't have enough larva to do it.
No.
So
I gotta say, I love this from Cham too. By the way, like he's going up against Bly. Bly, a very prolific, strong ZvZ player in this European scene that has so many good Zerg versus Zerg players. I'm gonna hold this thought as he is gonna push in here. He gets a surround on the queens, but Transfusion's going down to keep that first one alive, and it does stay alive.
Wow.
Not even killing the spine crawler. So again, Bly just kind of falling further behind. But to finish my point, if you play straight up against Bly, you're probably playing at a bit of a disadvantage. Again, we don't know Cham. Maybe Cham's the best Zerg versus Zerg player on the planet, guys. If he is, it's not because he's got better control or micro than a lot of these guys. Maybe he does, but what he is doing is he's playing off-brand and a little bit different. It's catching these guys off guard. Bly, both games just seems at a loss. He's like, I don't know, make more lanes? No, it's not the answer. It's not working.
No, certainly it is not. And Bly right now is actually making a roach horn, making some roaches. We have slow lings being made by Cham while he attacks across the map with 8 queens. You never see anything like this.
No, it's not a normal timing attack at all, but it could be very strong.
But I think he's correctly assessed the situation and said, I can at least get this hatch.
The queens are stuck.
Oh my god, they actually are
Ladies,
stuck.
please.
Come on.
One at a time. You guys figure it out. There we go. Okay. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Peaks to baked you from Brood War.
Yeah, seriously.
Joke that 2 people got maybe. Spine crawlers are going to come down. Actually, are those the spine crawlers? They are. It's a spine crawler push as well. It's going to be 4 rushed roaches and a few things against infinite queens. Some
with
slow
infinite
Zerglings.
energy. I mean, these guys can transfuse for days. This is going to be so hard for Bly to hold it. And Bly has to be looking at this and being like, what am I playing against? What is this?
You can actually transfuse the spine crawlers here as well.
Yeah. Oh god, he's got to. This is amazing.
Yeah, and this is
this is my hatchery now.
Creep's now working in favor of Cham. If possible, Bly would suck up his own creep and say, no, you can't have any of it.
I feel like he deserves to have that command and conquer unit that can steal a building right now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Engineer.
Yeah, there you go. I think that would be a good ad for Zerg. Yeah, they should be able to steal buildings. But yeah, look at this. All these slow lings coming up. That's actually going to add a lot of damage on here as well. These eggs, oh man, trying to get out any units that he can. And Bly is just sitting here, confused as can be.
Like, what happened? Why are we here? How did I get to this point in time in my life? Like, what are you defending down here, Bly? He's going to try to fight a little bit, but I guess it's for the positioning of the spine crawlers. And behind this, more drones, more queens from Cham.
He's even made like a creep tumor here. I mean, obviously that's something a queen can do as he pushes forward with these spines. I like that Bly is adding in Ravagers. That feels like the only way he might be able to do something against this. But
try to outrange him.
In the meantime, let's take a look. One more drone still exists for Cham. He's got 13 queens. That's a lot of queens.
Yeah, he's just trying to outrange here with Corrosive Bile, but of course everything he's hitting doesn't take super damage from it, and they all can transfuse, so I mean, why not?
Oh! Did you see that?
Yeah, dude.
I've never seen anything that looked quite like that. I've never seen a game or a series that quite looks like this. People are really busting out here, man.
It got a bit weird. And now here comes Bly. He can't be contained forever. He's going to try to drop the Corrosive Bile on top of the spine crawler, but it does get transfused back up to normal health. Doesn't want those creep tumors to crawl too far forward, because then, of course, he can start getting ranged out by the spine crawlers.
All right, he continues to push forward here with those Corrosive Biles. I love this play. He's thrown down enough that he can basically one-shot stuff. Like, you can't... To try to transfuse in between those hits, that's pretty tough.
No, see, both spine crawlers do die, and now the Bang's going to try to connect to the Zerglings, and they do. The nice thing about these Ravagers is they have the range to kill spine crawlers. I do think he'll eventually win this fight. Right now, it's all about Cham just trying to make it as costly as possible. He can pick off enough of these Ravagers. He knows he's on one base. He knows this army is his army. This is all he has back. But look back at home for Cham. Like, these queens, that's not it. Actually, at his natural, he's got roaches coming out. He's got his own spine crawler. He's got a backup plan.
Yeah, he certainly does. Like, if Bly tries to attack, the thing is, he's just one base against 2. Yeah, he has Ravagers right now, but Cham on this better economy, on more larva. He's slowed this so much, too.
I love the blocking creep tumor. Now, of course, again, Ravagers can kill that without detection, so it's not the biggest of deals, but Cham's just trying to kind of compound the issue, and now the Ravagers are too fat to get onto the ramp. They do get down the ramp.
Look at this. He just targeted the red one in the back. Like, Cham is making he's making him work for it. Like, of course, eventually he'll kill off these queens, but did he actually? No, he didn't get the drone. The drone went to the side, but
he can't actually do it, though. There's a creep tumor there.
Yeah, that's really annoying.
And he's going to have to find the creep tumor and then eventually destroy it. But he can't. He's
Look at this. Bly is like, I can't believe this game.
So he's just guessing.
Oh, he missed! He missed it!
He's just guessing. He's gonna have to fire again.
Oh, this is crazy.
He's around.
Is he missing it again?
Oh,
he
okay.
just barely
A little
got
bit
it
of AoE on that one. I was cringing there, but you know what? Here's the
I
bad
don't-
news.
Ooh, this is the one thing I don't want to see right
Well,
maybe
Champ
it's
only
enough.
knows about attacking,
Yeah.
my friend. This is
now.
what we do.
Well,
I mean, attacking right now is the worst thing for Bly. Bly's like, hey, give me a second to build some drones. No, I don't think so. Chan wants to end this game. He's got a flight to connect on Tuesday after he wins this whole damn tournament.
maybe he does, man. This is really great to see as well. Another Latin America player like really rising up a bit. Like this is, even if he were to lose 0-3 from here, this has been a strong series.
Yeah, it's been nice.
Like
to
he
see.
has shown different strategies.
Yeah.
Well prepared. He knows what he's doing. It's not like he's like, I'm sure there's freestyle to some degree, but this was planned. And this was very well planned.
It's a stylistic thing. I do want to see. So I feel like Yulrina and the game before are very map stylistic, like Invader.
Yeah.
Like you can go gasless there. I'm not gonna. I've already been mega wrong, guys. So I'm not gonna try to double down on this. But gasless does seem like a style that on some of these maps is not viable.
Yeah.
There it is. Champ takes the 2-0. But on this map, like, oh, okay, gasless. I was like, where are we gonna go from here? But then he does an 8-queen timing attack that's really only made possible because of how tournament where the winner gets $4,500 or something like that. Like that's a lot of money. It's actually a big deal.
Gets to go to BlizzCon. Like let's
Well,
not
if they
forget
win.
oh yeah.
That's further down the road a little bit.
Yeah, no, I
You're
thought you said
really
he
on
wins
that
too.
Cham train right now.
Dude, yeah.
You're like the conductor, and you're
he's
like,
taking it,
no,
man.
this is this. And let next stop BlizzCon. We're going gasless, boys.
I tell you, that would be a great story.
Well, if you want to do it,
He's the green Zerg.
if you like did this thing where you're like, no, guys, actually, I've got a feeling. I have this very rarely. Cham to win the tournament. And everyone like laughs at you.
Yeah.
But then round of 16 he wins. Round of 8 he wins. And all of a sudden he wins the whole thing. I would skin both my legs and make boots for you and give them to you of my own flesh.
Wow.
That's how dedicated I would be to that moment.
Be
in
walking
time.
on In Control skin. That would be
It's a lot of
amazing.
skin too, to be fair.
It puts the boots on its feet.
I can make knee-high boots for you. Man.
All right, let's introduce these players in Control. Why don't you introduce and I'll do my zoom?
All right. What kind of style do you want me to do?
Epic.
Like French style?
Yes.
Which screen are you actually? trying
I'm
to follow
on
you here.
blue.
You're rotating. There it is. Okay, it's you. Nope, that's not you. And I'll just do it. Lower right-hand side. Coming out of the country. Just below America. Just geographically. Because really in our hearts, it's above America. The Mexican player known as Cham!
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Thank you.
And up here, who's that?
And his opponent, trailing 0-2. One would tell you that at one moment in time, a single blood tear fell from the body of White Raw. And when it hit the soil, it grew into a young man known as Bly. He is...
Well,
he
I
is
mean,
Bly.
you said Bly,
I mean,
right?
That's
So
it.
that
I
was the
said
end of it right
That's
there.
the player introductions once you
Yeah.
say the name.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't know that he was one of White Raw's tiers, but
Well, actually, it's a...
no wonder he can beat me at StarCraft.
Yeah, to be fair, so like what I said's not that incredible because all the Ukraine players were created from the body of White Raw.
Of course.
Yeah.
Damaga's a rib. Strelok's an
Damago
elbow.
was an early model, so yeah, they took a full rib for him. Bly's just a blood tier. Strelok, if you want to go way back, was a toenail. Yeah.
He would be.
Got some aggression coming out, though.
Yeah, Cham is completely mixing it up this time. Bly is making 6 lings, 2 queens, getting his own speed, so those are some good things. But these lings have been hidden quite well. Bly doesn't have a true scout out yet, and he's about to have a baneling nest. So this could catch him completely off guard. I wouldn't be too surprised if Cham can take down this hatchery.
Well, I like the theory behind what Cham is doing where he's going to mix it up, but it is going to get found here. I spoke too soon.
Oh.
Bly does
Bly
not see it. I don't
Bly
think
didn't see that.
he's
Yeah,
not
he did.
coming back.
The lings barely went in his vision. Now he should see it.
He's making drones. Well, he sees it, but he's going to lose a queen. The drone's getting pulled off the mirror line.
Oh my God! Does he not even get the transfuse? He does not even get the transfuse.
Loses the drones
Huge.
on top of this. The issues are kind of compounding on themselves.
Oh my God! Are you
He's gonna go for the
watching
counterattack.
this?
I hope.
What is this counterattack? Seriously, he's like, okay, here my 6 lings go.
What
my
is
6
this
slow
observing?
lings.
Yep, inside the main base.
Oh
Cirque is going to circle around.
Oh man, Bly trying to spread.
Good spread so far.
Yeah. Oh my God!
I cast or curse him. It was a good spread except for that clump of drones. They all do die. The Queen sees live. Another Bailey bust blows up most of the drones. He's down to about 5 drones.
18 workers killed right now. This is absolute madness, and I think that's all she wrote, man. Like,
Our BlizzCon champion. Can we just go ahead and write it that far? Can we just say Champs can also win BlizzCon?
I don't know if we can say it yet.
Well,
because here's the thing.
It's a little early.
Right now, SKT1's Dark is watching this game and writing it all down.
Damn. So,
dude,
all right, Bly,
not
Bly
damn,
12 supply.
Cham. Okay.
Well said, dad joke. I mean, he's got nowhere to go. He's down 0-2, so he's got to back up against the wall. He's got +1 on a hatch. They both have speed, but the differential here in drone count is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And actually, Champs is going to keep making Lings to apply this pressure and say, hey.
And look, this Bane, oh my god, oh my god, oh my
walked
god.
past some good hits, actually.
Yeah. Gotta be careful, that Queen could range it. Oh, and that's even more. Look at this, 24 workers killed so far. And in fact, those two are so low, he's gonna get them.
Yeah, he's gonna get one. Does a ring around the rosy.
Yeah.
Poor Bly.
Posey, what's up? Ashes, ashes, all the drones are dead.
Dan, stop, please.
There's only
he
one
has
drone.
one drone. I like, you know, there we go. GG called out for Bly.
Just
3-0 for Champ.
3-0. Cham crushes Bly.